Hello everyone, this is Taruni Jakiri, pursuing Masters in Business Analytics. Today I'm going to explain you guys how to use linear regression to predict future salaries using this data in Excel. So the data we have here is years of experience and the salary. So like usually linear regression is one of the most fundamental techniques in data analytics and is commonly used for forecasting and making decisions based on trends. So, by the end of this video, you'll have a clarity understanding of how this works and you'll be able to apply it for yourself. So, before we dive into the analysis, let's quickly say what linear regression is and what it's best fitting. So um, let's see in this case it's usually for predicting future values and decision making. So in this case of data, it has years of experience and the salary. The line described there'll be a line described by a re- equation. So for that, let's just start with a scatter diagram. Let's go to insert. And then we're gonna add trend line and we're gonna see a format trend line here, and let's just add the this let's just display the R square value on the chart and equation that we were talking about. I'm gonna move it here for a better view. Okay, so there are also other trend lines that we could consider, like polynomial and exponential. But for data like this, which shows a steady increase, a linear trend line is the simplest and most effective choice. It makes the assumption that as experience increases, salary increases too. So let's explore the data. So here we can see like two columns here. Each row represents one employee's data with the years of experience they have and uh, uh, and and corresponding salary. The data set is perfect for linear regression because we want to see how closely related these two variables are. And um so we've just created a scatter plot here so that we could see the variables here, and this is our predicted line, and we can clearly see how close are the variables to the predicted line. And when we add the R square value on and the equation, so the equation for the trend line is displayed here on the chart. So the R square value here tells us how well the line fits for the data. So let's just okay. I wanna move it a little bit. So let's just say I'm gonna do the data. I'm gonna run a quick regression analysis for this. Mhm. I wanna put this over here, and I wanna put years of experience in y-axis. I want to select labels and residuals for it, and that's it. So here we have got the regression analysis. So now that we have visualized the data, let's get more explain. Let me give like a more detailed explanation about these. So here's a breakdown. So here's a coefficients table. So first we have the coefficients table. This gives us the values of the intercept and the slope. Here's the slope. And the intercept represents the starting point of the regression line, meaning that it's the predicted salary for someone with 0 years of experience. The slope or the coefficient for the years of experience tells us how much salary increases every additional years of experience. So let's copy this in the data sheet. So I want to give a quick formula. I want to apply the formula very quick. But before that, I also want to tell you about the residuals. So a residual is the difference between an actual value, like where our salary value and the predicted value from our regression model. In other words, it's the error of the amount by which our model missed the actual value. The goal in regression is to minimize the residuals because smaller the residuals means more accurate the predictions are. So let's calculate the residuals. It is how generally it's done how based on the actual value and the predicted value. And let's also see about the R square value. So here the R square value is 0.95. We can say that 95% of the variation in salaries can be explained by the variation in years of experience. This means our model is it's doing a very good job of explaining the relationship between experience and salary. So let's gonna apply regression formula in here to see what's going to be the difference. So the formula is let's do we'll do an years of experience. Just a second. So let's select years of experience. So it's the slope here and the actual years of experience. Just a second. And the actual years of experience here. Uh-oh. Plus the intercept value. And here we go. So this is the predicted value of our regression analysis where it has to be this value for 1.1 years where it started calculating at 0 years following through these data. So now that we have calculated the predicted value, um, we can do this for all of them, and we can check the difference. So we walked through. So this is how we do regression analysis. So to wrap up things, we have walked through how to perform linear regression analysis in Excel using the salary data and years of experience. We have created a scatter plot and added a trend line. I'm telling you this because it's gonna be easy for you to if you're a beginner and to start with linear regression. So we have we have understood how the predicted values are gonna come through the equation, and yeah. That's how we do the linear regression. Thank you.